simplicity, and welcome back to part 4 of the unnamed build with me, because I am filming all 4 parts in one day and still don't have a name. So I think I want to go ahead and put down I don't need you right now, put down a little parking spot inside the garage, just to make it a little bit functional, you know, just the nice little simple touches. And then maybe I'll actually add one outside as well, so you can actually have 2 cars at this house, which is quite nice. I'm going to line that up properly. And then it makes more sense of why you don't have like a gate to the other side. So there we go. In the last part we did all the landscaping, and in this part I think we're going to go ahead and get started on the inside of the house, which is super exciting. If you guys have left any feedback, I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I'm filming all of these parts in one day, and yeah, so I haven't seen anyone's feedback quite yet. But I am going to go ahead and hop into the floor tiles, and we're going to go into wood because I really like wood floors. Now, I have a lot of custom ones that I really, really love. But I'm actually going to, instead of using all my custom ones, I'm going to go into carpet. I'm going to take the nice little simple white carpet, and we're just going to fill this in for right here. And then we're going to hop into clear style. And then I'm going to go into woods, and I'm going to let my woods load up. Because if you guys didn't know, the carpet in here, you can actually like cover up perfectly with like something out of a clear style. So I'm going to let my woods load up here. I'm going to probably just use one that came with the game. Maybe we'll do this one. I do quite like this wood. I have to cough, and I really don't want to. But, you know, filming so much in one day, you're going to end up having to cough. So I'm just going to kind of play around with the wood tone. I don't really know what I want. But we might roll with this. It's just one of the ones that everybody used to use. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of fill in everything that needs to be filled in. The rooms that need to be wood. There's some that don't. But yeah, so I'm just going to kind of go around, fill in the ones that have wood, and I'm also trying to like take a look at my floor plan and figure this out. So this over here has got to be wood with this little doorway right here. And then that's not wood. Okay, so I'm like still planning. I think I'm going to knock these walls here out. Don't think we actually need those. And then I'm going to go into tile. Now, you guys know if you watch any of my videos, I typically just grab the plain white tile. That's what I'm going to do here too. Just fill in all the parts that need to be tile. Which I don't think there's actually any on that side that need to be tile. So we only have 4 little spots that need to be tile. Just like that, so that everything has a spot. I'm going to fill this in just dark, the ones that I'm not actually going to use for anything. I'm just going to fill them in just nice and black so that they don't look like they're actually functional. So if you heard the clicking, that was my phone. But, yeah, so there's the wood. I'm going to go ahead and grab just the plain gray wallpaper from the base game that I always use. It's got like a really pretty top part of it, this one here. So I'm just going to take this into this corner here, and that's all I'm going to fill in is just this corner. Now, you guys are probably like, what, why? But I'm doing it on purpose. So it's just going to be this little square here, and then we're going to hop into clear style. So I'm going to go into probably masonry down here, because this is going to be where your kitchen is. It's probably like a really weird spot for the kitchen, I know, but that's just how the floor plan's working out. But this is where we're going to do the kitchen. Now I want to put a different walling for the kitchen than what we have in the actual rest of the house. So I like doing something like something like this, where it's like a brick, but I'm going to make it probably more gray toned, just because it tones it down a bit, but like still having that red tone in to match in with the floor. So I'll put the hex code for this down in the description, because I'll go back and like figure it out after I'm done filming. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that same walling and just fill in the rest of the room with it, just like this. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to take it on this wall here because I want to add in a... I can't think of the word of it. But I'm going to go into woods, and I'm going to grab this little wood right here. This is my favorite. I love using this wood on my walls. And I'm going to make it white. So we're going to go into the hex code and just type in ffffff. Now it's going to load up like this where it looks really funny. You're just going to take the white color and cover the pink with it, and then it matches up just fine. Just like that. So it's just a little nice decorative wall, and it's a nice little wood wall. It's a little bit more modern, and I really like doing little wood walls. And then for the rest of it, I promise we're not doing anything else too fancy. We're just going to drag and put the color of the walling everywhere that it needs to be, just like this, and then we will change up the color of it. I don't know what color I want to go with. I'm kind of wanting to stay on like a neutral tone, but I'm kind of thinking like a neutral tone brown, or maybe we'll go like a darker blue kind of color, like an off blue white. But I kind of really like the idea of like a charcoal, or something that's gonna like match up with the wall, or not the walls, the masonry for the kitchen. So for right now, I'm gonna go with this color here. I might end up changing the floor at some point, but for now, I'm just gonna roll with this, and I don't want to cover that up. But I'm gonna take it one less than what it was, I think. Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just like this, but the rest of the room doesn't really match, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in so that everything is nice and cohesive and matching. It's not matching because I separated it, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the hallway over here. I'm gonna actually leave the white color for right now instead of doing the charcoal gray, which I know is boring, but I will figure out a wall color, I promise. It's just I'm a little bit indecisive if I like the wood, so I'll have to figure that out by the next part. But I'm gonna fill this one in here black. And then this one over here is also going to be black, because they're not going to be functional. And then for this room here, it's going to be a bedroom. So I don't really have a whole plan with it, but I'm kind of thinking of making this. Okay, so I went ahead and figured out some colors for the bedrooms. So one is pink, one is green, and one is blue. So I will leave the colors for that down in the description if you guys are interested. They took me a while, so that's why I did them off camera. But then I'm going to go ahead and turn this here into some tile flooring. So I would really love to do it where it's all squares like this, but I'm actually going to go ahead and hit, I think it's ctrl F. I think that's what it is, and you can like make little triangle floor tiles just like this so that it sections it off quite nicely. It does leave for a little bit of less space in the kitchen, but I do really like the way that that looks. And it's just a little simple white tile from the base game that I used in the bathrooms. But I am thinking of actually covering it up with carpet and seeing what tiles we have available in clear style. So I'm going to go into tiles and mosaics and let them load up, and we'll play around with some tiles. I do have some custom ones in here that I think would look really nice, but again, I don't want to use a whole lot of custom content. So I want to find something that I'm going to be able to make work. Now this one's not bad if I make it a different color. I wish it didn't have those little indents, but I like the tile otherwise. Maybe I'll just see if I can like blend it in. I went a little bit too blue. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can like blend this in, but I don't actually hate the blue. I don't, because it kind of ties into the wall a little bit. But like it's making me not like the wood. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the tile and the flooring. We'll fool around with it probably in another part. But I'm going to go ahead and add the doors into this house. So I'm just going to use the doors from Doors and More. And we're just going to go ahead and add a door in over here at the front door. Actually, maybe I won't use that door. Maybe I'll use the adorable door. And then I do have my move objects on, so my doors might be a little bit glitchy. That's the Insta door, sorry, not the adorable door. And then I'll add a door in here, and then we'll do another one over here, so that you can get into these rooms over here. I'm going to turn my move objects off. There we go. So that I can make sure that my doors actually are working. And then I'll take that same door and just add it in the middle right here. Okay. And then I'm going to put a door on this little wall here, which is really weird, I know. But I'm going to add a little door there, and then we'll do a door matching up with it here. Just like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hop into arches, because I'm going to add in some arches. So we're going to use the, probably, that one's too big. Okay, I'm just going to use that little square one from the base game. And then I also want to add in an arch here, but I don't think I want to use the square one for that. I think I want to use, if I can find it, there's one that I normally use. This one here, I think it is. Yes. So I'm going to put this actually right here. Which, you guys are probably like, why? Like, that looks really weird. It leads into like a little square space, but I promise it will make sense. And then I'm just going to take this little archway and put this here. Just like that. Because it's not a bathroom, but so it doesn't need like a door. But yeah, so there is a little ways of getting around. I am going to have to add in some other stuff. I might end up knocking out some walls as well. I haven't fully planned this, but I'm going to put in buydebug. So again, I will have that down below. You have to have your testing cheats enabled to turn on, and then you can go into buydebug. And then I'm going to go, you click on this little like question mark thing, and then go into moveobjects. So this is where I find my lights, because I don't like using the ones from the actual game. I like using the little buydebug lights that don't actually show up in game, but add a lot of brightness, and they're just some of my favorites. Okay, get rid of that. There we go. So I'm going to take these big circle ones, and I'm going to put these in the bedrooms if they fit. So like this one barely fits, but it does still fit, so I'll place that there. But just kind of in like the bigger rooms is where I'm going to put these lights, because they do let off a lot of light. And I just really like how they look, so we're just going to kind of roll with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take like these little ones here and just kind of fill in the gaps that they don't reach. Just like this, and then we'll go ahead and throw it one right in this little space here. Put some in the doorway, so that the doorway is nice and bright. And I'll throw some over here. And then I'm going to take a bigger square one, and we'll put it over here. Actually, I don't want the square one, I want this one. The long rectangular one we'll throw into the hallway here. And there we go, very pretty. And then I'll add in another square in there as well. But yeah, just to add like some lighting, that's all. Then I'll throw another square over here in this bedroom. And then we'll take some smaller ones to fill in the empty space. Put this like that. I will move it, I promise, so that it actually fits in the box. There we go. But yeah, we're just going to keep putting in some lighting. Just nice and simple. There we go. And then I'll put one back here. So there, now the place is nice and lit up. I do want to add a little square over here in this corner. Probably do one over here in this corner too, because they look a little bit dark. But yeah, so there is our lighting, which I actually really like. Okay, there we go. So we have the place all nice and lit up. So now you can actually see what you're doing. I'm going to just kind of take a look around, see if there's any spots I think need some more light. I do really like these lights. I am going to add some into the garage as well. Put one down here. And there we go. So now the garage has some light. And they're really nice lights. I really like them. I use them pretty much in every single one of my houses. So they are really nice. Alright, and then I'm going to try and see if I can figure out a color for in this living room that's not just the plain and basic white. I'm going to roll with this hex code for right now. Okay. So that's what we're going to roll with. I'm probably going to end up making a lot of changes in the next part, but for right now, this is what I want to roll with and figure out. I'm going to add some outdoor lights as well so that they can see. So I'm going to go ahead and use the dependable light here from World Adventures because I really like this one. I think it's cute. So we're just going to add them kind of just along the sides here by the stairs so that you can kind of light up the porch a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and add some out back as well. We don't have a whole lot of space back here, but there's a couple little spaces that we can add some lights, and it does add a lot of brightness. And I don't like using the buydebug ones out here because that doesn't make any sense. So I do actually use some actual lights. And then I'm going to take these little pathway lights here and just put them at the edge of the stairs. Just to add just like the lights where you can see where the stairs are. And then I'm going to probably do the same thing. There's actually some lights that I like using. These ones here, the ankle height light. I like using these, and I put them actually into my gardens, which I know is kind of weird, but you have to actually turn move objects on for this. But I do like to add them into my gardens, typically when they're a bit bigger, not so much like these little ones at the front here that I'm doing right now. But they do just let off just a little bit of light, and it just kind of adds just something to it. I don't know. It's a really weird trick. I can't remember where I learned this, but there was somebody else that I saw that did this, and I was like, hey, that's actually like a really cool idea. So then I started doing it too, and I really like how it looks. It just adds like some light into the plants, and I don't know, brings things a bit more to life, I guess. So there we go. I do have to kind of like move them around so you can't actually see them. But see, like the little garden that I started off with doing this at, the lights don't really work for it very well. I'm going to like bury this one back here a little bit more. But yeah, so they don't work over here all too well. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to get away with them or not. I don't know. I might be able to if I bring like a higher flower. Like if I put in like these purple flowers with it. Then I can get away with it. And purple and green look really well together. So it does kind of go decently. And it actually, I think this looks better than how I had it before. So that's kind of ironic. Okay, there we go. So now I can get away with the lights being there because now you can't see them. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and switch into the inside of the house again, I think. Just see how I like it. I'm still undecisive on the wood and the color of the main living room, kitchen, dining room area. So that is probably going to change in the next part. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and add in a barbecue out back. I'm just going to take this big one here and just place it here. And there we go. A nice simple little barbecue, and then I think I'm going to add a fire pit back here as well. Just to do something just a little bit, like make the outside a bit more cohesive, I guess. Before I get into decorating the inside, because I can't decorate the inside if I don't know if I like it or not. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these chairs around the outside of the fire pit. And there we go. And then I'm going to hop into build mode so that I can add some stone below it. Because I do like to add stone below my little fire pits, because I don't like having them on the glass. I don't know, it's weird to me. I just don't know what stone I want to go with. What does this look like? Gotta make it bigger that I can actually see it. I don't think I like that one. And I don't know if I like the position that I put that in. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stone, I don't think. I'm gonna try and just use the same one that I used for the stepping stones. I think that kind of actually looks a lot better. And it's a lot more cohesive because I've already used those stones. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually, I've got a little bit of a plan here. But it does take a bit of custom content for me to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add in these lights that I already added into these plants back here as well. Just to kind of see if I can brighten things up a bit. It doesn't seem to be working all too well for this one back here. But I'm going to go ahead and maybe we'll use these then. Since it's not working, and just kind of place them in the empty spots. Like that, just so that there's some light. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and do the little one. Actually, I didn't add any locks to that one, which is kind of weird. Look at this one, I didn't add any locks to. Okay, so I'm probably going to go ahead and add some locks into this one, because then it blends in with everything else that we've got going on. I don't know why I didn't do that in the last part when I was actually like doing all of this stuff. Maybe it just didn't cross my mind, I don't know. But we're just going to go ahead and add in the locks to this one as well. If you guys have already done this ahead of me, good job. I apparently didn't think about it, so that's on me. So now I'm having to do it in this part whenever I was going to do something else that I was really excited about, but it's okay. I'm going to move these rocks around here just to kind of make them look a little bit better. There we go. Just kind of move them around. Okay. I think that's good. Just adds a little bit of something. I'm going to move the tree though so that it's more so in the center instead of on the outside. There we go. Cool. And then maybe we'll go ahead and add some flowers into this one as well. I don't know what though. Maybe we'll do a white hydrangea at the... That's too big. I don't know what I want to add at the bottom here. Maybe we'll do some rose bushes. That could be kind of cool. And just add, no, I don't like that either. I don't know what to add to the bottom of this one. Maybe I'll just do some nice little simple lazy daisies because you can never go wrong with a lazy daisy. They're just like they're nice and classic and simple. That it's nothing that you really have to like think about. How does that look? Okay, that's what I'm going to go with. We're going to go with the lazy daisies for that one. But now I want to get back to the plan that I originally had to add some light around the fire pit. So I'm going to go into columns here. And I'm going to probably, I don't know what one I want to use. Maybe I'll use the mod call. I do quite like them. And I'm going to go ahead and just place 2 of them. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and find the lighting that I want to use first, and then I can adjust it with the columns. So that's what we're going to do. So, nope, it's not those ones. These ones. I've got these little, like, jar lights here, which I just think are the cutest things, and I want to add them outside. So I will link these in the description if I can find them. I will try to, I promise, because I think they are the cutest things ever. But honestly, they're just like little mason jar lights. And then maybe I'll go ahead and use a custom column, because that actually might be my best bet as to what's actually going to work and what's not going to work. These are just called like the basic columns. Okay. And obviously I've changed the color of them so that they're not this weird, like... Okay, but these ones actually aren't tall enough. So these columns aren't going to work. I need something a little bit taller. Like that. But I kind of want something that's going to be like the exact same height. Those are far too small. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go with these ones. They're a bit too tall. But I'm going to roll with them. And I'm going to try and blend the stick in to the column. Like this. Where I'm like slowly just dragging it. So that the inside of the string is inside the column. So that it looks like they're like built into the columns. Like that. Now I'm going to turn this around and make sure that I'm not... Yeah, like that. Okay. And then obviously I'm going to go ahead and change the color of the columns. I will link all the stuff down below. Because I don't know, I really like it. But I'm not sure if I want to do white or if I want to do black. I have a feeling black might actually look better. That might be too dark. Maybe lighten that up a bit. Let's see. I think I like the black. But I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this video up here, you guys. We're going to roll with the black columns, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you guys want to see some more videos from me, you can subscribe. And if you're already subscribed and want notifications when I post, you can go ahead and hit that bell down below. And I will see you guys all in my very next video, where I don't know what I'll be doing. But for the next part of this, we'll be getting onto the actual inside of the house. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys! Watching it end again and again.